The 80-20 rule states that 20% of the input will roughly generate 80% of the outcome. The rule is often applied by businesses to figure out what 20% of customers produce 80% of the revenue, or what 20% of the customers write 80% of the complaints, and so on. If you're a small business owner working a 70-hour work week, you could focus on the 20% that generate 80% of the revenue and free up some time for family and friends. It is kind of fascinating to me that the rule can be found in most areas of life, not only businesses. For instance, often 20% of your friends bring 80% of your joy. 20% of beer drinkers consume 80% of the beer around the world. And 20% of my YouTube videos generate 80% of my views. The ratio might vary, but I think you get the point. I highly encourage you to apply the rule to many areas of your life, but at this point you might be wondering, how does this apply to health and diet? So let me tell you. Often 20% of your efforts to achieve your goal, whether it's losing weight, building muscles, or preparing for a competition, will bring you at least 80% there. Let's say you go running in the morning, you eat a healthy diet, but you still track your calories on top of this. You also take some supplements just to be on the safe side, and you go to the gym every evening. So what input do you think produces the biggest outcome? Well, obviously it depends on your goals, but if you want to lose weight long term, it's probably a healthy diet. If you want to build muscles, it will be your workout plan in the evening. But with the right workout plan, it's likely that you don't need to go every night but just 3 or 4 times a week. Now I'm not saying that you should only focus on one thing of this list, but out of the 5 different efforts, you could likely cut out 3 and still achieve at least 80% of the outcome. And on top of this, you free up some time and save some money. We can also look at the 80-20 rule from a different angle, which might further help you to achieve your goals. A slowdown in metabolism is a common killer of successful diets. And this is what happens when you restrict your calories constantly, so 100% of the time. However, there are a few ways to prevent it. A recent study found that when people only dieted during weekdays, but took a diet break on weekends, it did not slow down their metabolism as much compared to people who dieted continuously. So just doing 80% instead of 100% may even result in a better outcome, even if we disregard the enormous kick and motivation that we get when we include some rewards. To sum it up, 20% of your efforts likely generate 80% of the effects. You just have to identify the 20%. Also, being disciplined for 80% of the time will likely generate almost 100% of the effects, and some days off may even benefit you. Before you go, consider giving this video a thumb up, as the YouTube algorithm really likes it. And here's another video you might enjoy. Thank you for watching and see you next time.